Have you ever wondered what happens to legendary stars once the spotlight fades? Well, today we're diving into the life of one of Hollywood's most iconic stars, Goldie Hawn, once a beloved figure in movies and TV. Goldie Hawn's life today is vastly different from the glamorous days of her career. So, what happened to this legendary actress and how does she live now? Stick around till the end because you won't believe the details about her life today. And it's all going to make you look at Goldie in a whole new light. Goldie Hawn was once the face of comedy, a beloved actress known for her charm, wit, and unforgettable roles in movies like Private Benjamin, Overboard, and The First Wives Club. Her sparkling personality and infectious laugh won her millions of fans. She was the kind of star who could light up the screen with her presence, making audiences laugh while also showing off her dramatic chops. Throughout the 70s and 80s, Goldie was everywhere. She was the Hollywood sweetheart, the life of the party, and a staple in film and TV. But fast forward to today, and things have changed quite a bit. So, where is she now? Goldie Hawn, once a leading lady in the world of entertainment, now leads a much quieter life, far from the flashing lights of Hollywood. After years of successful roles and building a name that's still recognized today, she has chosen to step out of the spotlight. Now living alone in her sprawling mansion, Goldie enjoys a peaceful life filled with introspection and focus on personal growth. It's hard to believe that someone who once had the world at her feet now finds comfort in solitude. But that's exactly where she is today. But let's take a closer look. After spending decades in front of the cameras, Goldie decided to retreat from the limelight in the late 90s, choosing instead to focus on herself, her family, and her own happiness. Her decision to step away from acting wasn't a sudden one. Rather, it was a conscious choice made after raising a family and focusing on other passions. It's a move many might not expect from a star who once held a firm grip on Hollywood. But it shows a different side of Goldie that is all about finding peace and balance in life. Goldie's mansion is the perfect reflection of her decision to embrace a quieter lifestyle. Nestled away from the public eye, her home offers her a sanctuary where she can enjoy peace and privacy. The mansion itself is luxurious, as you'd expect from someone of her fame, but it's not just about the size or wealth, it's about the serenity it offers her. For someone who has lived such an exciting, fast-paced life, a space like this provides the ideal retreat from everything. Goldie enjoys the comforts of her home with her family, especially her children, whom she has always been incredibly close to. But let's not forget that this isn't the life that most people imagine for a former star. Many people assume that after a successful career, a celebrity would continue to stay in the limelight, hosting parties and making appearances. However, Goldie has always had a different approach to life. She never chased fame for the sake of it. Instead, she focused on her personal happiness and her loved ones. So the question arises, why does she live alone in her mansion now? Why choose to leave the excitement of Hollywood behind and step into a more private world? Goldie's life today seems to revolve around peace, health, and inner happiness. In recent interviews, she's talked about how important it is for her to nurture her mental and physical well-being. She practices yoga, meditation, and has a deep connection to spirituality, things that weren't as publicly known during her early years in the industry. The fast life that she once led as a Hollywood star just didn't align with her vision for herself later in life. She sought more simplicity and authenticity, and that's exactly what she's found. Interestingly, even though she's living more privately, Goldie hasn't entirely disappeared from the public eye. She continues to be an active figure, not necessarily in acting, but in other endeavors. She has been involved in various charitable causes, particularly those focused on children's education and mental health. Her work through the Goldie Hawn Foundation shows just how much she still cares about making a positive impact on the world. But her focus now is on her family and her passions, rather than the demands of Hollywood. As for her romantic life, Goldie has been in a long, happy relationship with actor Kurt Russell for decades. They've never tied the knot, but their bond is one of the most enduring in Hollywood. The two have built a beautiful life together. But Goldie's decision to live alone in her mansion doesn't mean she's alone in her heart. Kurt and Goldie have found a perfect balance that works for them. It's clear that their relationship is a source of comfort and support, even as Goldie enjoys the time she spends alone in her quieter life. Goldie has also focused on personal growth. She's taken time to rediscover herself, reconnect with her passions, and embrace new opportunities. You might not see her on the big screen anymore, but she's been involved in projects that focus on mental wellness and personal development. This shift from acting to focusing on inner peace and mindfulness is part of her desire to live a life that feels true to who she is today. It's not about fame or fortune anymore. It's about living in alignment with her values and finding fulfillment in the everyday moments. So, what can we learn from Goldie Hawn's decision to live alone in her mansion after such a legendary career? For one, it's a reminder that life isn't just about the spotlight. Sometimes stepping away from the fame and fortune can bring more happiness than continuing to chase it. Goldie has found peace by retreating from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood and focusing on the things that truly matter to her, her family, her well-being, and making a difference in the world. Goldie's story is a powerful reminder that success isn't measured by how many red carpet events you attend or how often your name shows up in the headlines. True success comes from living a life that feels authentic to you, regardless of how the world views it. Goldie Hawn may not be the same public figure she once was, but in many ways she's more fulfilled and content than ever before. So, do you ever find yourself wondering what happened to Goldie Hawn or why she's chosen such a private life? Remember that sometimes the most legendary stars are the ones who choose to shine the brightest when they're living for themselves and those they love. Watch this video till the end and don't forget to share your thoughts with us in the comments. How do you feel about Goldie's decision to embrace a quieter life? Do you think it's the right choice for her? Let us know what you think.